Hey, what's up guys? Aiden here. Today we're having a look at version 1 of XXXTentacion. He is a rapper from America and unfortunately he died a couple of years ago. I think I've just read that he was assassinated, and very popular request, been asked a lot on this channel, so I've gone ahead and I've tried to make my version 1 to get him out for you guys. And for his hair, I mean, you got a couple of options, right? Black, you can go light blonde, you can go blue, or you can go full on the rainbow. I mean, whatever works, right? So let's go into the general info and then we'll have a look at the main bits. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying the content, feel free to hit the like button. I appreciate all the support. Keep the suggestions coming as well, guys. And I'm going to keep making more and more fighters. So this one today is XXX. And yeah, I think he's turned out all right. So I've gone ahead and added on the tattoos as best as I can. Obviously for the chest, he should have an elephant by his neck. So it's up to you guys what animal you want to choose, because we don't have an elephant tattoo. So I've just gone for the tiger. Let's have a look at the face sliders and then I'll talk you through the tattoo. So we're going from template number 7, and then here are all the face sliders. And make sure that your game is updated to the latest version, because some of the face templates are swapped around in the earlier version of UFC. For those of you who are buying the game new, for example on Xbox, one user bought and had some trouble with the face templates. It's because you need to update your game, bro. Basically, EA changed the face templates a while back, so yeah, just give it the update and then you should be good to go. So I'm just going through the sliders one more time, and then we'll jump into the tattoos. And really, I'm not really sure about the hair color, man. I kind of like the bluey kind of paint thing going on, because it's actually, we can actually make use of it for once. Like, that hair's always been there. No one's ever used it really. What I'm going to do is just take his hair off just so you guys can see what I've done with the tattoos, and then we'll pop it back on in the end. So I'm going to start with the easy bit, which is the left arm. So starting at the top of the left arm, we have shapes 125, and this is a moon shape. And basically, as you can see, it's on his shoulder here, and you just want to fill it out roughly around the area. Next up, we have 3 tattoos around this arm bit, and I mean, it looked like on his tattoos he had 2 dogs on there, but I've used the portraits number 3 as the first one, and then under that I've chucked the text Oakland. And you guys can use whatever text you want. If you want to have a look at what text he specifically has there, then go ahead. I couldn't find something that zoomed in on his tattoos. Every time I type in the tattoos for this guy on Google, I just get pictures of people that have tattooed him onto their body. I'm like, no, that's not what I want. So we've got Animals 13 as the dog there. Next up, we have the inside of his arm where it says Atlanta. Down here, I've put an Atlanta. And then just next to that, we have Mary. What does it say? I don't even know what it says. Something about Cheryl. So anyway, that's going here. So it's a bit more text again. Next up, we have the stars, which are shapes 163. I've got 1 star up in. You can make them a bit bigger, actually. Maybe it'll look better bigger. I'm going to make them slightly bigger than what I have, so it doesn't look like little spiders on his arms. So I've got 3 of those. I've got 1 down here as well. And then finally, yeah, we've got 2 more layers. So we've got old school number 3, which are the cards. And they're not completely visible, to be fair. I've made it so they're kind of tucked away in the glove. And then finally I've got Irizumi number 3, which I've just held L1 right stick, move the right stick and just get it small, sort of like this shape, and just chuck it under that Atlanta bit. And yeah, that's a wrap for that section. So next up, let's have a look at the face tattoos. So a little bit more complicated, but not too hard. We've got Angels and Demons number 1. The hard part, I guess, is seeing what's going on. So middle of the forehead, guys, we've got this cross shape. And then next up, we have this Fantasy 4 dragon tattoo, which is looking like this. And that one I have placed under his eye over here. Press down on the D-pad once you've resized using L1 and right stick, and press down again if you need to. And basically, it's supposed to be red text that he's got here, and I've kind of got it looking like that. Next up, we have the Clevo fonts. Okay, so this I need to show you how to do it from scratch. So 1 minute. Let me just go up and add on. So these are for the dots underneath the eye. And in order to get dots, this is the way to do it, guys. Hold L1, right stick to the right stick down, and then let go. And then on your D-pad, press down on the left D-pad, and you get a little dot. Bring that dot up to here, and just pop them 1, 2, 3 dots. You're going to put right under his eye. So let me go down and show you my ones. And you can press the left stick in to save yourself time. Just make copies of what you're doing. You can make copies of the dots, and then you don't have to keep doing it over and over. Next up, we have on the side of his head, we've got L from Charlemagne font is the L shape. And basically you want to, so you want first of all press triangle, get it upside down, press D-pad to fade it in, make a copy of that, and yours will look something like this. Press square, press triangle, drag it down here, and just pop it next to the other one. So make sure they're not touching, but just close to each other. Next up we have shapes number 9, and that is, I've used as like to darken his eyes a bit, to darken the eye area a bit. So that's just fade it in using the left D-pad to the point where you can't really see it, but it's, you know, it still adds a little bit of shading, bit of shadow to it. So that's that bit. Next up we have this heart shape over here. Heart shape, which is shapes 116. So yours will look something like this. Use the L1 right stick and just try and get it as small as you can. Make it bigger actually, make it bigger, make it narrow, and then hold down on the D-pad and then L1 and down again. And you should get a relatively small looking one. And just pop that there next to his eye. Next up we have clever font number 9. It's just a standard eye one. And what you want to do is press left on the D-pad, fade it in a bit. After that, we have the text Atlanta again, and this one is going to be somewhere where I can't see it. Where is it? It's just above his eyebrow here, on the side of his head, just above where you put the heart. Next up, we have Meryl Cheryl again, and Meryl Cheryl is going to be down here in this corner here. L1 right stick to resize it. And then we got, I think is that it for the face? I think we've got one more on the face. Hang on, guys. So on the face, we also have, okay. So we have this one here, Mythos font number 9, which is down by his left chin. Looks like this. I'll just put it down there. I think it's like a text or a shape in real life. I'm not sure. Next up, we've got Mythos font number 9 again. And I'm using these as like small dots on his forehead. You can use this technique we used before as well if you want to get the dots smaller. And then press left on the D-pad to fade those in. Continuing on with the face, I'm going to show you guys some more sliders I've just popped into mind. So we've done the Meryl Cheryls. We've done this line here. We've got the nose ones, yeah. So on the nose we have clever font number 9 over here, and it's a diagonal shape. Same again on the other side with a diagonal shape, and then we have 2 of these dragons, Fantasy 4 dragons. And so mine looks something like, hang on, let's see if I can get it to the right size. Yeah, something like this. So yours will look like that. So press square and then R2, L1 right stick up, L1 right stick left, down on the D-pad, up on the D-pad. Let's get it a bit thicker, just a little bit thicker. Yeah, something like, no, it's too thick, isn't it? Basically, the thinner you make it here and longer you make it, the thinner the line's going to be. Something like that. And then just pop it there underneath. I know it's really hard to see, guys, but it's just underneath the last line that I put on his nose. Make a copy of that and do the same on the other side. Really difficult to see, but yeah, it's just 2 on his nose and then 2 black lines on his nose. And that's a wrap for his face. Next up, we have the body one. So center of his body, we have this, I don't know what this shape's called. You guys are going to have to let me know. And I've used shapes 8 for the first inner circle. And then I've used shapes 8 again. You can use L1 and right stick again to make the shape into more of an oblong, if that's what it's called. Next up, we have shapes number 26, which is a square, see-through square. And I've put it underneath, and I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I made 4 copies of it on here. Press left stick in to make copies, and then I've gone ahead and put another one down here, just under it. And again, press left stick in 4 times to get 4 copies and make it look thicker. Next up, we have on his neck, I've put animal 6, which is this tiger. And I don't know, I mean, what else could you use? Maybe the rabbit, maybe the tiger, leopard. I don't know. He's got a giraffe, not a giraffe. He's got an elephant, cousin of the giraffe, on his neck. Next up, we have the letters V and R down here, which is a Smaug font from The Hobbit. You know, the big dragon. And then I've got a V here as well. And I think the V might be red. I'm not sure, but I think I'll put it as just a standard black color. And then we've done that one. We've done these ones at the top. And yeah, I think that's a wrap. That's a wrap for Tentacion. And yeah, if you guys enjoying the content, then stick around. I appreciate all the support. We're nearly at 1,000 subscribers. So I'm really going to try and hustle and push us over that 1,000 in the next week or 2. And yeah, let's see how it goes from there. So thanks for all the support, guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I think I might leave him off with the blue hair. I might leave him off with the blue hair. For his gear, obviously, I've just put some basic stuff, but you guys can put whatever you want. And mouth, I put grills. But yeah, if you're enjoying the content, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next one. I'm Aiden, and I'm out of it. Peace.